The 4th season of Fortnite Chapter 4 releases in under 5 days, and the teasers that we have gotten are so insanely hyped, so let's dive into them. Just over a day ago, this teaser was put out on Twitter with the caption, "Cameras, guards, vaults, and the best team in the business. Are you in?" Now this is of course referring to a massive heist that is taking place next season, and it also seems to be the overall theme, similar to Chapter 2 Season 2. But how does this tie into all of the Eclipse stuff, and what will the future of Fortnite Story look like from here on out? Well, we know that a massive object is coming to the island, and it's not natural and it's causing an eclipse, but it's also coming here with a great goal or intention. The most likely candidate for what could be approaching our island is the Last Reality's Cube Cradle. It's essentially just their largest mothership that holds the most power, and as the name suggests, it has a whole lot of cubes. The Cube Cradle coming to the island could cause a lot of serious issues and consequences, such as a collapse of our entire reality. But the aftermath isn't what I'm looking for here. What we need to find out is why it is coming to the island in the first place. NPC dialogue between Triarch Nox and Era reveals that Triarch Nox is currently hiding from his enemy known as Triarch Aurora. Aurora is trying to bring the dawn to the island, which essentially just means bringing a new day to the island or daylight from the sun. Triarch Nox, being the leader of darkness, wants to put a stop to this light, and I think the eclipse might be his perfect way out, as a total lunar eclipse requires the sun to be completely blocked out by a massive object approaching, which is probably the cube's cradle. We know that from last season, Dahlia, Styx, and Nox were all banded together in a deal with the Last Reality. Recently it was revealed that Dahlia brought a cubic artifact to the island through the Rift Gate, so maybe that was a part of this deal, and maybe that's why the eclipse is coming to the island. If Dahlia agreed with the Last Reality to place the chalice in a safe spot for them to later collect, then the Nothing might have agreed to cause the eclipse with the cube cradle, benefiting both sides in a win-win situation. Nox gets his eclipse, and the Last Reality get led straight to the chalice where they can destroy the island. Whatever shadow is casted on the blood moon looks pretty circular, and that matches the cube cradle, so I mean it makes a whole lot of sense that Nox would want this to happen. Before the cradle arrives to collect the chalice from where Dahlia placed it, they need somewhere to keep it safe, and that is where the heist and the eclipse go hand in hand. When Dahlia placed the chalice in the jungle, it might have still been underground, but now that the land has collapsed, it is exposed, and we need somewhere new to put it in. In the teaser we were looking at earlier, a massive mansion is shown with a vault in the very center and 3 glass cases holding very precious items. The first of which is the drum gun, which some are saying relates to Midas, but the other 2 are yet to be revealed, probably including the Chalice of Cubetastrophe. In the snapshot quest that began the story of this season, Aura actually tracked down the chalice and stopped it from being cursed before returning it to her contact, whoever that is. Her contact is most likely Kato Thorn, who we keep hearing about in the Fortnite Season 4 teasers. Many people also suspect it to be this skin because of the thorns on the design, and I mean, yeah, he does look like a mafia boss collector, but the point is the temple wasn't a safe place to hide the chalice after the island collapsed because it revealed everything. After realizing that someone else had taken possession of the chalice, being Aurelia, Aura fixed all of that and gave it to Kato Thorn, who is building this mansion on the island to keep it safe before the Last Reality come to collect it. This heist that we have signed up for could be for stealing powerful artifacts that belong to the Last Reality, and the reason that Kato's mansion has the Blood Moon logo is likely because he is awaiting the eclipse, which also means the cube cradle arrives. But I mean, the last time we went on some sort of break-in plan that involved Sloane, it didn't go very well, and I'm not totally sure we can trust her for something like this. Maybe we will go in with someone a lot more reliable, someone who knows all about crime, someone with the ability to create wealth in the palm of their hands. I mean, maybe not. Maybe Midas isn't related to any of this, but the heavy Chapter 2 Season 2 vibes I'm getting from the teasers say otherwise. Look, I could be way off. Maybe the mansion isn't built to keep the chalice safe alongside all the other expensive stuff this guy stole, but that's what it seems like. If you have any other theories, let me know them in the comments, and before I go, I want to ask one question. Are you in?